Welcome to another episode, and today I want to give you 4 secrets as a hiring manager what you could do to increase your productivity and hire the best people. Now, how do I know this? I run NewConfig, an IT executive sales and finance staffing agency. We did over 1.7 million in revenue last year. We have 10 employees, there's 11 of us, and we're growing fast. So I deal with hiring managers and candidates every day, all day. That is what I do. And I've been doing this for 11 years. And I've seen hiring managers succeed, and I've seen many hiring managers fail. And I want to give you the 4 secrets that are going to help make you a successful hiring manager, as opposed to others that hired and then the person left, or hired and the person didn't have the skills, or hired and there was an argument between them. So here are 4 things, 4 secrets that I learned. I'm going to distill my 11 years of knowledge in recruiting and my success in recruiting, building a successful staffing agency, an executive staffing agency, into this short video because I think it's going to help you when you're hiring. So the first thing you need to do is, if you are hiring for an ABAP developer role, a Apex developer role, a JavaScript, People Code, Java, whatever developer role, or some niche field in architecture, or any niche field, you need a consultant on your side, you need an advisor on your side. Because if you are not strong in that niche field, you're gonna hire wrong. You're not gonna hire the right person. I have so many stories of vice presidents of supply chain, or vice presidents of IT, or CTOs or CIOs, or chief operating officers, or even chief financial officers that know generally their niche. Or for example, if they worked in one part of IT, they worked in SAP SD, but they're hired for SAP MM. Or if they worked in one side of accounting and they are a chief financial officer, now they're hiring someone in audits and they don't really know much about audits. So if you're hiring in a very niche field and it's not your forte, get an advisor on your side, because you're going to hire this person, and you're going to hire him or her based on the situational interview, because you don't know the technical questions to ask them or the functional questions to ask them. So you're going to hire them, and they're going to start, and then on day 3 or day 5, the people that are really niche and strong in that field on your team are going to tell you, hey, this person doesn't know what they're talking about. They're not as strong as we thought. So you need to recruit the people on your team that know the niche to help you, or get an outside advisor to help you, a consultant that knows the niche. If you're implementing a software brand new and don't have anyone in-house, let NewConfig or someone like us help you find an outside consultant. That'll help you interview them so they know what they're talking about. That's the first thing I want you to know about. Don't hire people. Don't make the mistake that so many executives have made. Just hire someone on personality and hire on a situation interview, and when it comes to actually know the skills, they don't. So that's the first thing. You need to get a consultant or someone on your team to advise you, to be part of the interview process, so you don't waste time hiring people, because then you have to fire them since they didn't work out, since they don't know the niche. So that's the number 1 secret I want to tell people that are executives or are just hiring in a niche field. And there's a lot of people hiring in niche fields, and this is a very important thing to know. Now, the second thing I want to talk about is, don't over-interview people. Just don't do it. Usually, it's fine to have 1 interview, maybe a second one if you have to bring in HR, or if you need an advisor, an outside advisor. Maybe a 3rd interview if you need to have your supervisor interview them. But that's pretty much it. 2 or 3 interviews should be tops. I've seen clients have 8, 9, 10 interviews, and after that, the poor guy doesn't even get an offer. It's just horrible out there. And they just keep interviewing and interviewing. And first of all, it will destroy your image, destroy your company image to the outsider. That, hey, this company is just horrible. They interviewed me 10 times and they didn't give me an offer. Or they interviewed me and lowballed me with an offer. Or they just interviewed me too many times, 8, 9, 10 interviews. What are you going to interview next? Their high school math teacher. You're gonna interview their band master. You're gonna interview their rabbi from their bar mitzvah. Like, come on. Like, you gotta stop somewhere. You gotta stop at these interviews. And the more you interview, the less chances the person's gonna take the job, because it goes to the next thing I'm gonna say. The passing of time kills deals. And second of all, your reputation goes down because you just can't make a decision. And the third thing is, it's just not good. You're taking everyone's time. Imagine if the person has 6, 7, 8 interviews, all those people on your team have to be taken away from their direct duties, so they're not doing their jobs to help grow your organization. And then the HR has to take time away to schedule this interview, so HR loses time. The people that actually interview lose time. The person that gets interviewed gets frustrated after so many interviews. Like 2 or 3 interviews is enough. You got to stop somewhere. So that's the second secret. Stop with the over interviewing. 2 or 3 interviews is enough. Now the third thing is, the passing of time kills deals. It's just what it is. If when people are interviewing and they want a job, they have a family to support. They have kids to feed. So if you keep taking time and not making a decision, they're just going to take another job. Also, passing of time is bad because it makes, even if the person is a passive job seeker, if they are interviewing with you, they're also interviewing with other companies. If they're entertaining a conversation with you, they're entertaining the conversations with other companies. So at the end of the day, all that time investment you took in interviewing these people and talking to them and scheduling them is going to be gone because they took another job, because you wait too long. It should be a 1-2 week max process to interview and give an offer if you want to beat the competition. The best practice of this right now is about 2 or 3 weeks. If you take 4 or 5 weeks to interview, you just take too long. And then you'll be beat by other companies that hire faster. You'll be beat by your competition. So the third secret is, the passing of time kills deals in recruiting. Don't do it. Interview the person, take 2 or 3 interviews, and give them an offer within 2 or 3 rounds of interviews. So within 2 or 3 weeks max. That's my advice. If you want to take 4 weeks, fine. But you know you're you're making it harder for yourself. Now the fourth secret that you should know about if you want to be the best hire manager and hire productively, what I've learned over my 11 years in recruiting and managing a successful staffing agency, is hiring for culture. Now, if you don't hire for culture, eventually it's not going to work out. You're going to have an argue with them over PTO, over salary, over how many hours of work they have to put in. If you're a company that needs them to work 50 hours and they put in 40 hours, you're going to argue over that. If they need you to have company picnics and you don't do that, the employee is going to be disgruntled. So hire for culture, ask cultural questions. That's my advice, and discuss culture throughout the interview process. And that will help you hire people that actually believe in what you do, believe in your culture, and want to be there when you succeed. So to recap, you may need to hire an outside advisor, someone on your team, if you're hiring for a niche specific role. Don't over-interview people. The passing of time hurts deals in recruiting, so don't take too long, and hire for culture. I hope this helped you. I hope you make a successful hire, and stay tuned for our next video. I just want to add value to you, so don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button. Stay tuned for my next video.